Namaste. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the importance of chanting Shanti Mantras. Shanti means peace. So, there are certain mantras which evoke a quality of peace, deep peace within us. I'll speak about these mantras today. In a spiritual awakening process, we are moving away from our selfishness. We are moving from an contracted state. A contracted state is a state where we are living life from our personal pain, fear, desires. When we are living like this, we are working only for ourselves. Rather, we are only focused upon ourselves and we don't care how our actions or behaviors affect others around us. We cannot think beyond ourselves. But as we are expanding in consciousness, we understand that we can contribute to others around us, because now we can see how we are related or linked to others when it comes to spiritual evolution. When people around us are evolving, we too are evolving. We understand that, because of which we move into better qualities like generosity, kind or loving nature. You become a well-wisher for others around you. You're no longer in a competitive mode. Here, unhealthy competition is done away with. So you are more in a contributing cooperative mode wherever it is within healthy limits. Other qualities of an expanded state are this service-oriented behavior, devotion, empathy for others, and you genuinely want to help others. You make small contributions within your means so that others around you, your family, your friends, maybe your community, and world at large, it can rise up in consciousness level. There are two types of people in this world. I mean, if I take a broad spectrum, at two extreme levels, we have two different type of people. Of course, in the range of the spectrum, you have a combination of these two types of people at various levels. At one end of the spectrum, you have people who are too competitive. Their levels of competition is unhealthy. In their entire lifetime, they do not contribute anything towards their own children, their family, their community, or the world. They are just living life based on their inner animalistic drives or desires or fears. They just live their life in that shell. Generally, they don't do anything much in life except for uh, creating more conflict or creating hatred or just exploiting others, creating pain for others, because everybody is a competition here. So they feel threatened by everybody. Whereas on the other end of the spectrum, you have people who are evolved souls, who are full of love, and these are the ones, wherever they go, they uplift the consciousness of people. When I say uplifting the consciousness of people, I mean to say that they're bringing people into better emotional states. For example, somebody is caught up in pain, they rescue them, they take care of them, and they bring them to a level in life where they can stand on their own feet. Now they're helping others to move on with life. They are sharing their wisdom, their knowledge, their skills, they're helping others. So the other end of the spectrum, you have these type of people, and when they die, I'm sure a lot of them will miss them. There will be a lot of people who will come out and speak about their kindness, how they influenced them, how they affected their lives in a positive way. So these people, they are not in conflict or in competition with everybody around them. Competition exists within healthy boundaries. These are the ones who see their own welfare, their own growth when others around them are growing. So the other end of the spectrum, you have these type of people. These are well developed souls. So the remaining souls that you see will be on the spectrum. They can be anywhere on the spectrum. Now, the reason why I talk about this is the people who do not help others or who are living life from their limited perspective, they are actually living life from resistance. They're in resistance to things. And because of all that resistance, lot of blockages getting created within them. They cannot see the truth in their existence, and they do not understand how their actions have consequences for them and for others around them. Whereas the other end of the spectrum, the ones who are helping others or uh, living their life, spreading love, knowledge, service, these are the ones who are living more in flow with life. When you're more in flow with life, the kind of qualities you will experience within you or the emotional states that you will express are that of joy, love, compassion, empathy, a very cooperative attitude. You allow things around you to grow, to prosper, to heal. You can educate people. You can bring up or raise their consciousness. You can take something which is damaged, you can transform it into something beautiful. So these are the type of people. Generally, they attract a lot of pranic energy from the universe when they live their life like this because they are evolved souls, they're matured souls. It is important to maintain a daily practice in your life in case you have this tendency to compete with others unnecessarily, to develop a state where you are at peace with yourself. When you are at peace with yourself, you will not unnecessarily get into unhealthy competition with people around you. You can allow people around you, or you will facilitate people around you to grow and live in peace. In a way, you are contributing to the peace or the consciousness. Peace is a very high state of consciousness. So, your very presence can benefit your family. How does it benefit your family? When you are working on yourself, spiritually evolving, you're cleansing away your past karmic baggage or ancestral karma. You're clearing it away for all your ancestors, 7 generations before you and 7 generations after you. So the family itself is blessed to have you as their progeny. Next, you will clear away your own personal karma, so you'll be at peace. Next, at the societal level, you will be helping the society by speaking against wrong ideas, by identifying and understanding how these things affect us. So, in a way, you're changing how the society around you works. All your work will be revolving around raising the consciousness of your community or society and the world at large. So, the people will benefit from your presence. The plants, the animals, the earth itself will benefit from your presence. This is because the pranic energy which a person attracts during a spiritual evolution process. I have posted the picture of how we attract pranic energy from the universe. When a soul is mature enough, there are astral gurus who are watching us from the astral plane. And when they see that a person has healed himself, he has healed his ancestral karma to a certain extent, they send this pranic energy so that this person can evolve. So, when many people on earth are rising up in the consciousness state, the earth itself is rising up in consciousness. So, here what you will see is that you become a conduit for this higher energy. This higher energy which is descending upon you, it works through your body, your nadi system, it cleanses away, it helps you to evolve. At the end, it creates a light body for you so that you can come out of the cycles of life and death. Apart from that, this pranic energy will even go into earth. You are like that conduit through which higher energy, higher cosmic energy can enter through your body and go into earth. In that way, earth can heal itself. The consciousness of earth will rise up. Right now, we all are aware that there's a lot of pollution on earth. Earth needs to heal. There's a lot of cruelty. There are a lot of people who are at war with each other. These unnecessary competitive nature that is pulling down people into lower states of consciousness, all that energy that you are channeling through your body. And there are many like you on earth who are doing this work silently. All this will help earth to raise its consciousness, and with raised consciousness earth can heal its physical structure. It can allow higher spiritual beings to be born on it. So in a way you are helping everybody around you in your lifetime. Your lifetime will be the most fulfilling. When you leave earth and you move away from this dimension, you will walk out as somebody who has done a very good job, a very fulfilling job. And your very presence on earth has benefited everybody, including you. So the mantras which you are seeing that I'm posting here, these mantras, they will instill within you a sense of peace. These are peace mantras. And when you are at peace, you will not be interested in unhealthy competition. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You only entertain healthy competition. And when you are in a state of peace, your chances of attracting this pranic energy is much higher. So by the time you're 50 or over 50 years old, if people around you, in your family, your community, at the workplace, people respect you for what you do, how you have influenced their life, how you have affected them in a positive way, you really are a part of the other end of the spectrum where your very presence will help and heal everybody around you. When you are interacting with others and when you want to increase your own level of consciousness, you should stay away from unhealthy competition. A person who is spiritually evolved will try to create win win situations for himself and for others. Whereas somebody who is very selfish will create more of win situation for himself and a loss situation for somebody around him. For example, say this is the quadrant which sort of explains what I'm saying. So here you will notice that this is the self. This is where you come on this line. This is when you're making choices which will create a win situation for you. This is when you are making choices where you're creating a loss situation for you. And this is for the people who are interacting with you, the others. Are you creating a win situation for them or are you creating a loss situation for them? So when you take a person who is creating a loss for others, okay, that means he will come in the lower quadrant. For example, take somebody who's trying to create a win situation for himself and a loss situation for others. In such a scenario, what you will be doing is you will be uh, creating a state of lower state of vibration for others. Maybe for you it is a win situation, but for others it is a loss situation. We should stay away from such choices consciously. Always ask yourself, what are you creating for others and for yourself when you are doing an action? When you think like that consciously, you will make sure that at a conscious level you are making the right choice to create win situation for yourself and a win situation for others around you. Next comes somebody who is trying to exploit others. Say for example, this person is trying to exploit others, but he is not even making any good out of it. That is, he might be maybe saving maybe $1 or 1 cent, but he is causing a damage of about $1,000 to others, or just plain unnecessary damage for himself and for others. Such a person is a stupid person because he does not understand how his consequences will affect others. He is creating a loss situation for himself and loss situation for somebody else. In that way, he is in a lower state of vibration and he's keeping people around him in a lower state of vibration. So you will see a lot of such people who go around, breaking things, vandalism, cheating people. In a way, they are destroying others' life by cheating them, by taking away their assets and all that. And they too are later on, when they're caught, they end up in some jail. So they are mostly very immature people who are looking for immediate benefits, and that they have no concern for far off consequences, and they don't care about others. Next, when you are working with others, you even have to understand that you have to take care of yourself, because others may not be intelligent enough to understand that you need to conserve your finances, your energy, your health. They may not uh, think about it. So you need to think about yourself. So here, if you do not think about your needs, how it affects you, and you go beyond your means, whether it could be financial or health, when you go beyond your means and do something for other, you will end up in a loss situation, which is a burnout situation. And you should avoid this type of a situation, because when you are there as a beacon of light for people around you, and if you do not take care of yourself, then your ability to help more around you, that will get constricted or restrained. And finally, when you're creating a win win situation for yourself and for people around you, you are living in a zone where you are emotionally intelligent. Here in this zone, you are able to understand the consequences of your actions. You understand how these actions affect others around you, so you take certain precautions so that it does not affect anybody negatively around you. These are not impulsive knee jerk decisions that you take. You are more responsible in what you do, and you are creating a win situation for yourself and a win situation for others around you. And here in this scenario, the people who are involved in your life or who are taking your advice or your help, they respect you. But where, you know, you were creating a situation where you were losing, whereas others were winning. Here, if you are in this zone, you will have takers, people who are not qualified enough to receive help from you, or people who will misuse your help or advice. They will disrespect you. They have no gratitude for what you have done for them. So you will attract more of such people into your life who will only end up abusing you and exploiting you. It is very important to keep away negative people, negative situation generating decisions in your life, so that you are always operating from the first quadrant. As long as you are operational from this level, and you have the people, the right people in your life who are receiving your help or advice, and they're not misusing what you're doing for them, in return they respect you, they help you, they do support you. When you have such people in your life, you are growing, and others around you are growing too. So it is very important to keep ourselves in this first quadrant. And what helps us to keep us here is the Shanti Mantras. Shanti Mantras are the mantras of peace. So whenever we feel unnecessary competition within us, where we feel that, I want to, prove myself, I want to uh, abuse others, or this deep dark desire to take revenge, to uh, exploit others, it might still come up within us, because We have to agree that at some point these animalistic tendencies are there within us. So, an enlightened person is one who understands his dark tendencies. The tendencies are there within, and when you understand it and you make sure that these tendencies do not influence your conscious actions at the physical level, you can call yourself a very highly emotionally evolved being. And what helps you keep in that zone, that peace zone constantly, and not get into unhealthy competitions are the Shanti mantras. When you read these Shanti mantras, whenever you are in this zone where you want uh, to get into some kind of knee jerk reaction or unhealthy competition, sudden impulse anger, when you can read these Shanti mantras during that time or generally in the day or evening time, there are many different Shanti mantras. You can Google online. These mantras, they generate a deep level of peace within us, and they all end commonly in Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This word Shanti means peace. So let there be peace. That is what it means. Peace at the physical level, at the mental level, and at the soul level. That is why we have three uh, Shantis, or the repetition of peace is said three times. Even in situations where we face injustice, we were victimized, exploited, abused, we in return do not want to transfer that pain to somebody else. Rather, we transmute that pain within us into something higher, something more beautiful, like forgiveness, or you transmit it into wisdom or creativity, knowledge. When you are doing that and you take this conscious decision not to transfer pain to another being, in a way, you are raising the consciousness of earth. When everybody on earth thinks like that, there will be no pain, no exploitation. So, this activity which I'm speaking about, these mantras will help you get into that zone, that mental zone, or develop that type of an attitude, which will allow you to draw a lot of pranic energy onto you. When you are in that zone, lot of Shakti, or the grace that is there, that descends upon you. Because the more you are of benefit to people around you, the more you will draw this grace onto yourself. What you give out comes back. It comes back maybe 10 folds or 100 folds. Always remember that. So try to create win-win situations for yourself and for others around you. When you're doing this, you are evolving and people around you are evolving. Your life is creating value for others. It is healing them. Your very presence at a point will be a very healing presence, and you will touch many lives in a very positive way. And the Shanti mantras, you can Google them up more. There are many, many Shanti mantras. And these Shanti mantras will generate the right attitude within you to allow this to happen. Thank you.